Hey, it's Sunday, October 23rd, 2016, up on the Prairie Orchard. It's a beautiful day, probably close to 67, 68 degrees. A breeze that isn't too cold coming through the prairie. And I'm up here working on a project that has been ongoing for the past couple of years. You may recall I attempted to transplant some pawpaw trees from the backwoods up closer to the house so I wouldn't have to go through mosquito infested woods and tick infested fields to get to the fruit in July and August. And so I transplanted some of those trees back here behind my garage. Unfortunately, transplantation of pawpaw trees is very difficult because they start from runners, and when you take them off the runner, they don't have a lot of root. So what I did was about 2 years ago order up some pawpaw seeds that were sprouting from a gentleman down in Missouri who sent them up this way, and planted them about 1.5 years ago in some pots in my backyard, and they've been growing for the past 1.5 years. They made it through one winter, and then a whole nother spring and summer, and it is now fall of 2016, and I intend to get these in the ground in areas that are better prepared than those back brushes, but also with substantial root balls coming out of these trees. So these trees will hopefully have an easier time surviving against the adversity of the prairie. My hope is to have a series of pawpaw trees right here along this pathway on the east edge of my lawn. There are a variety of trees so that fertilization of the flowers will be much more, significant, and hopefully the trees more prolific in terms of their fruit. And I've already cleaned up at least some general areas here just off my path, and it's time to start digging some holes. So Sasha and I now have our 5 little pawpaw trees in the ground. There's 3 of them there, and then over this way, closer to our hill here, we got 1 and then 2. We're gonna water them up real well and see how they fly this fall and winter. So this will hopefully be the beginning of a successful stage 2 of our pawpaw tree project. This is our end of October prairie with a soybean field in the background going up on that hill. We got really brown grass, it's gone past, and then you'll see out there some tall branches of prairie dock with flowers gone to seed. A beautiful blue sky day, and just enjoying the prairie with my friend Sasha. Hey Sasha, you want some more Ice Mountain? Yeah, it's good water. Ice Mountain, the freshest water around. Here's a closer look at some of the prairie plants in the late fall. We got our common milkweed here, a whole bunch of seeds ready to go. We got some prairie plantain, prairie dock. There's a couple plants there of white wild indigo at the base of that prairie dock plant. You can see the black pods there. We got stiff goldenrod going to seed. There's the seed, and there are those characteristic leaves going up the stem. Stiff goldenrod. Some switch grass here, got a nice tuft. Gray-headed coneflower. Got big blue stem. Here's a long stem of it. And then behind it we got rattlesnake master. And then we got Indian grass also going to flower here. Here in our so-called permaculture garden, we got all kinds of stuff going on. We got some asparagus that's looking like it's having some fall growth here. A bunch of it actually mixed in there, but then we have some pea vines sort of climbing all over those asparagus. Up this way we got some of our kale, which has gone to seed, but you can still see some of the green leaves. Next year maybe some of those seeds that are coming down will give us some kale right here. Over here we have some Brussels sprouts. Looks like it had a strong late summer and fall. Maybe we'll get some sprouts out of it after all. Back here behind the garage in the brush are the leftovers of my transplant experiment, my Paw Paw transplant experiment from the backwoods, with some Paw Paw sprouts that I pulled off of some underground runners out there. They didn't have much root, but it looks like at least this one survived the transplantation. Just very slow growing. It may take a long time to get established. The second one back there, you can see those broad leaves right there with my finger. Those are what's left over of that other one. There's two others in here someplace that I haven't been able to locate. Maybe come spring we'll see some more leaves. So that's the old Paw Paw transplant experiment as opposed to the new trees I planted that I grew from seed myself.